ready to advance. Autopilote.
Ah ouais, fais-toi plaisir, hein, défonce-le quoi. N'empêche, franchement, pour vous, c'est la loose, les gars. Putain. Deuxième fois les US, quoi. Putain, c'est horrible. Hein. Moi, je dois aller en Espagne au mois fin mai. Je sais pas si on pourra y aller, quoi. Ah, c'est compliqué, hein. Mais même des mariages, des trucs comme ça aussi, c'est compliqué, hein. Après, voilà, c'est la vie, quoi. Il faut comprendre, quoi. Et puis, tu vois, moi, ce qui me fait rigoler, c'est que tous les gens là qui vont au supermarché, qui se jettent sur les trucs, et puis t'as ceux qui critiquent. Mais moi perso, moi les gens qui vont se jeter pour tout acheter au supermarché, mais moi je les comprends. Parce que tu sais pas ce qui va se passer demain. Tous les jours ça change. Après c'est sûr qu'on va pas te laisser mourir de faim quoi. Mais bon, quelque part c'est malheureux, mais
We're
c'est
about
humain quoi.
40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you
Par
inside
contre, quand
Levi's
les gens ils se battent
Stadium
dans le
in
supermarché
Santa
pour acheter des
Clara.
trucs, ça je comprends pas.
Nothing like the
Après, ils
fanfare
sont
of
égoïstes,
introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks,
Non, mais
pyrotechnics, you name it. This
tu
crowd
comprends
is
qu'ils
ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Oui, mais en fait, là, ce que tu as, c'est que tu as des gens, ils y vont, et en fait, ils vont faire les courses pour plus sortir du tout, en fait.
Ouais.
C'est ça, en fait, le truc. C'est pour ça qu'ils font un stock de malade, mais c'est ridicule, quoi. Et puis, il faut être intelligent.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
T'achètes du riz, t'achètes 20
They
kilos
go
de
play action with Gurley. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Barber. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play that time for the Rams. 42 yards.
Ah, mais t'inquiète pas que quand tu verras quand il va faire que du conservatif catch, le garçon. T'inquiète pas, là.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barber. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Block 20! Check, block 54, block 54. You ain't going nowhere. Alert flare, flare.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 3 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one. That's right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Ouais, non, enfin, ouais, le mec, il poste 2 fois. La dernière fois, c'était pourquoi il a fallu l'appeler pour. C'était quoi, draft pour dire qu'il serait pas là. Ah non, c'était pour la FA pour dire s'il était OK ou pas.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ouais, c'est ça. Lui, c'est un bon vainqueur, lui.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Wait, hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Tighten up.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Moi je l'avais pas signé, mais le mec il demandait un peu trop aussi.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin.
Sa petite bourse dans la poche, il sera le roi du pétrole.
Non, et puis surtout, il s'attend à quoi? Il s'attend à quoi quand tu auras plus rien, il n'y aura plus personne, il aura peut-être son or, mais au final, les gens, ils vont lui tomber dessus, quoi. Oh putain, je parlais
son or, elle vaudra rien. Il ne pourra pas la dépenser.
Ouais,
mais même son or, il va la revendre à qui? Il va la transformer où? C'est débile, tu vois. Non mais ça me fait rire parce qu'on en avait parlé une fois avec un client, c'est pareil, il disait ah, j'ai des pièces d'or et tout, la bourse là c'est la merde, j'ai pas mon con mais... Comment tu vas faire le jour où
ça? Very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Une belle bande d'enculés.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Après, moi, faut que je fasse mon contrôle technique, moi aussi.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Vous allez devoir travailler à plus d'1 mètre les uns les autres.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Comme mes collègues, je
a lot
peux
of
dire que
teams script plays, we know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25
sur une
plays.
franchise sur un prêt, tout le monde peut le
Down
faire.
2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Il ressemble à la prof de Harry Potter, là, tu sais, que
for
ses
the
grandes
end
lunettes.
zone. And
Je suis
this
sûr,
is
il est
going
comme
to
ça,
be
là.
intercepted. Good
Ouais,
positioning
bizarre
against
que je viens de
Mitchell.
faire.
Oh,
Waouh,
that's
ça
a
c'est
nice
bon.
job
Pression
defensively to get a piece of the football.
DE
He's gonna pop.
et interception de... Ah, par contre, les mecs, moi ça me gaffe ça. Quand il y a un turnover et que les mecs ils mettent pause, mais j'ai envie de leur mettre des baffes quoi. Mais tu la connais pas la règle?
And then it's the tip
C'est
drill.
automatique mon
And
gars.
good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at
Putain, mec,
the
tout à l'heure, moi
line.
j'ai
Right now
joué.
they're saying, hey, let's
J'ai
keep this
pris
going. 2
300
drives, 2
yards en
touchdowns.
réception par
Can't
le
ask for
premier
a better
round des
start than
Riders.
that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Genre,
DeForest
milieu du
Buckner with a
troisième
sack,
quart,
the former number 7 overall
le
pick.
Derek Carr, il était à 150 yards à la passe. Puis là, il s'est mis à péter un câble, il a fini à 450.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Non mais c'est surtout que j'aurais dû demander un agressif catch et pas un conservatif avant de le C'est surtout ça mon erreur. On va écarter parce qu'il va revenir sur le côté.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that
Moi, je te
time?
dis, les
Yeah,
Nines,
that's
c'est
exactly
super
what they did. They
rapide,
created
là.
time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Ouais, il est dans les.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Ah mais sérieux
Man
Luke,
open, it's
le mec
Goodwin.
il recule, il sort sa
And he
poche et
gets
il
this
lance,
one
quoi.
inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
Là c'était abusé hein.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the
C'est la
12.
règle hein, normalement. C'est quoi
They run the counter. Hines.
Il ne fera pas le
And
coup.
he is going to be stopped cold
Ça, c'est le genre de
behind
truc,
the
ça
line
m'énerve.
of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the
va
wrong
voir.
direction
En général, ça finit
and
sur un
leads to
turnover
2nd
ou-
down.
2nd and 12 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Mike 58, right there. Crunch time, defense.
Voilà, hop, la petite fin de glisse de Johnson.
Kill!
J'aime bien des fois de faire descendre les mecs pour feinter le beat.
6 guys!
Là, il a demandé à ce qu'on bloque le mec là-bas, je suis sûr.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Accelerating and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Et comme je connais Mout, je sais que lui,
and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
C'est ça. C'est safe, 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 safe. Sauf que c'est safe, mais c'est safe dans le sens où ça lit, ça fait pas la lecture. C'est-à-dire que ça choisit une route et ça envoie dessus quoi qu'il arrive. Dès qu'il voit que c'est demi-open, il envoie dessus quoi.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Je sais pas, mais par contre, ce qui fait chier, c'est qu'ils sont en train de retarder tous les films au cinéma, quoi. James Bond, il sort qu'à la fin de l'année.
Puis moi, j'ai pris mon pass illimité pour rien.
Ah, mais ils vont te le rembourser quand même. Oh non, le coup!
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Ouais,
MDB, il saute pas! On dirait Milan.
C'est Layton surtout qui a râlé là-dessus.
Bah c'était Milan aussi la première fois où je l'ai mis une branlée là, le 51-13, le mec, non, 51-22 je sais pas.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
T'as de la chatte.
On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Oh non, putain,
and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Il fait play action, c'est pour ça que je me fais des jeux.
They run, it's Mark Ingram.
Ouais, il a fait play action, c'est pour ça.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, par contre,
they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Le pick 6 que j'ai fait. D'ailleurs, il m'a envoyé un message, il m'a dit, mais comment tu m'as niqué là-dessus?
Avec le slot?
Peut-être, ouais.
Il part en sens et on drague et tu lui prends souvenir avec ton slot corner.
Avec mon safety, je crois.
Le safety, c'est 23, je crois, non, c'est pas ça? Ah, mais t'étais peut-être en...
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Si tu regardes le match,
the beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Et je viens chercher le ballon devant en fait. Et sauf qu'entre temps, comme il avait envoyé, il s'est fait avoir quoi. Et dans ce Madden, si tu veux pas la pression, il faut pas blitzer, parce que ça marche pas.
Garoppolo now. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Celui-là, il est vilain aussi. Hein.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Mais juste, il va m'apprendre à gérer une team, quoi, madame.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Ah, par contre, ce playbook, j'ai repris le playbook du Rams, mais lui, je
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one.
On est d'accord. On est d'accord.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
Ouais, merci. Je vais aller faire mon depth chart aussi. Saracen, ça me dérange pas. Ah, par contre, je veux mon receveur sur le terrain. Je veux Proul aussi, parce que je vais tester le petit Proul, voir ce qu'il a dans le ventre. Hogan, c'est parfait. Igby, non, je veux garder Hodges, parce que Hodges, je sais toujours pas s'il est bon ou pas. Non, la O-line, il faut garder la O-line, sinon tu vas te faire poutrer. Voilà, on va peut-être tester lui. Non, on va tester Berry plutôt.
Décret de confinement total sera publié mardi au journal officiel pour application dès mercredi. Couvre-feu tous les jours à 18h.
Bah c'est bien, moi ma femme elle ira pas travailler quoi.
Bah mec, ils adapteront les horaires. T'inquiète pas.
Non mais après comment dire, c'est sûr que si tu dans la rue que le mec il t'arrête et que tu dis non mais j'étais en train de faire ça, à un moment donné.
Ouais. Vous foutez de ma gueule.
En même temps, s'il y a confinement. Bah, faudrait qu'ils soient mis. Bah, ils sont intelligents. Non.
On n'est pas à la caisse d'épargne, hein, ça doit aller.
Alors, moi, je pense que c'est pas trop mal ce que j'ai fait là. Ouais, par contre, le kick opener depuis tout à l'heure, c'est mon punter. Putain, je déteste ça. Je déteste voir ça. Bah, le mec qui tape le coup d'envoi, un punter quoi. Ah oui, c'était toi que j'avais engueulé une fois. Ouais, excuse-moi, hein. Je suis pas supporter des Saints, mais je savais que c'était pas ton kicker. Donc t'as pas d'excuse. Bon, ch'ti, on s'entraîne ou pas, sérieusement? Ok. Et alors je vais te Je vais te dire ce que j'ai compris sur ce Madden.
Je t'écoute.
Tu l'utilises le ID the mic au fait, toi? Ah putain, mais elle est là ton erreur.
Utiliser quoi?
Identifier le mic à chaque snap.
Non, c'est ça.
Ah ouais, ça les gars, il faut le faire. Hein. Ça t'aide dans le running game et dans le passing game.
Tu fais ça comment?
Hmm?
Tu fais ça comment?
L1, croix, et après tu choisis un des mecs en face.
Ouais.
Bah, regarde mon match, je vais t'expliquer. Si tu veux.
Dessus.
Pendant que je joue.
And the Niners will go on
Bah, attends, là, je
offense.
suis en défense, donc...
First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 27, Garoppolo. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. And they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Si, un peu plus.
3. Oh oui, non, j'aurais déjà pris. Ton avait été déjà rendu à 20 sacs.
Ouais, c'est ça.
4-24, ouais, au bout de 4-5 matchs.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 62 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ouais, je vais prendre un run basique.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, it's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Pourquoi je mettais le débranlé,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Mais tu peux mettre n'importe qui en mic, hein. Regarde, là je mets le mic là, tu vois, sur une course comme ça, je mets le mic là, et surtout, ce que je fais, c'est que je mets un double team sur le mec qui est à l'extérieur. Regarde. Il y a le mic en haut et la double team là sur le côté. Et du coup...
They'll run it here with Brown. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So he got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He'll return it from the 6. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
C'est le même principe que le double team, ouais, tu bouges ton stick jusqu'au joueur que tu veux bloquer.
Après, en défense, t'as le truc sympa aussi, c'est de mettre des man blitz. Mais
the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Ah, t'enlèves ton blitz, quoi.
Ouais. Tu vois, par exemple, là, je vais prendre la nickel blitz 2, où en fait le slot il est censé blitzer.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Je vais le mettre en man sur Tuttle, par exemple.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Et tu vois, pour autant,
most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Nickel 3-3-5, la cover 3 sky drop.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Et en fait, tu fermes la DL, tu prends le linebacker en truc, et là, tu fais tout couvert, et en général, ça se termine ou en passe complètement en sac. La 3-3-5, et après, c'est nickel, je sais pas quoi, drop.
Et tu fais quoi, tu dis?
C'est une zone 3 où tu as donc une zone 3 classique, sauf que tu as un 3e linebacker qui est en spy. Et ce linebacker en spy, tu le mets en hook et tu le sélectionnes toi. Et tu le contrôles toi en fait. Ah, pour l'instant, apparemment, le confinement, c'est que pour Paris. Hein.
D'accord.
En même temps, ils sont tellement cons, les Parisiens. On a quelques-uns affranchis, je te jure, je leur mettrai des baffes. Hein.
Ah, Layton.
Non, mais tu sais, quand je les entends dire « Ah bah c'est cool, on va pouvoir avancer la week de Madden plus vite ». Non mais mon gars, on n'est pas tous en télétravail dans la vie. Hein.
Non, mais il parlait pas de télétravail, il parlait en cas de confinement.
Oui, non, mais justement. Non, mais il parlait avant le confinement, il parlait, tu sais, que quand il disait qu'il faire le télétravail à la maison et tout, mais on peut pas tous faire du télétravail, quoi.
Tiens, c'est Letton qui a pas répondu après le match du PSG où il a dit que c'était tous des cons, les supporters là qui étaient sortis. On est 2-3 à être tombés dessus, il a jamais répondu. Bah non, il y avait pas. Il y avait pas Zouzou, donc comme beaucoup sont intervenus.
Got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Non, moi c'est pas en wide.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On the carry is Henderson. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And
he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeForest Buckner, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mais je vois pas que le mec ses jeux préférentiels.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Après, moi, je fais pas mal de scouting aussi avant de jouer.
This is Hines. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
pour ça que la dernière fois,
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one
les gens,
personality, that's you,
ils
Charles
commencent à
Davis, to
critiquer.
another one in
Il y a 0
Orlando,
match
the
gagné, quoi.
coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, bande de bâtards.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard
Ça
line.
passe interférence, c'est 2 joueurs
So
qui se battent pour le
cancel
ballon.
the
N'importe quoi.
interception, pass interference.
And you know what else
Ça,
gets
par contre,
canceled?
je trouve que c'est
The
la
return
marche, ça,
yardage. Makes the
Des
play.
fois, t'as des
But now,
holdings
it's all for naught.
défensifs qui sont pas sifflés, mais alors les interférences, c'est n'importe quoi.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 53. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Garoppolo now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Après, je sais pas si ça sert à quelque chose de le mettre en outside, quoi, tu vois. Moi, je suis plus partant pour du inside, au contraire. Ouais, inside que outside.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ah bah ça fait longtemps qu'il fallait le faire.
They're going to look to throw. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Par contre, c'est très limité ce produit. Ouais, c'est pas mal, ouais.
This quarterback now, just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Back to throw. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Switch. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 5.
Là, je te fais ça. Yep, ça montre que c'est bon. Ah, merde.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ouais, je te l'ai dit. Parce que vu que tu peux faire le conservative catch, même s'il n'est pas très bon en catch, il suffit que tu...
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Les loges des trucs de 49ers, c'est...
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun.
Oh merde. Oh putain. Connexion to your peer has been lost. Oh la loose quoi. Oh putain, mon pick 6 de folie quoi.
Bon bah je vous laisse les gars, je vais y aller.
Ouais,
Bisous les lapins.
Ouais, c'est son heure. Les vieux, ça dort tôt.
Ouais, c'est ça, exactement.
Allez, mon Xav, à plus.
Ciao le poteau.
Putain, je vais aller le revoir, mon Pixis. Hein?